massive rivalry in Boston City High School basketball.
I'm really interested to see how this chess match plays out.
Terrace to the bucket. The offense has really picked up here in the quarters.
As the sophomores having the ball.
Lara Quinte for three, and she buries it.
Unselfish players leads to easy offense. That's a young lady who's just played a lot of basketball.
Nick Simpson with the putback. What a great run for these Lady Panthers.
To win a state championship is the ultimate.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tsongas Center at UMASS-Lowell for the boys North Division II sectional finals. This evening, the New Mission Titans will be hosting the Danvers Falcons. Hello, everyone. I'm Pat Flaherty, along with my partner, as always, Alan Platt. And Alan, once again, the #1 seed and the #2 seed meeting here at the end of the bracket. You don't always see that because if you look in the South in Division II, it's like the 12 versus 10.
Very different, right.
So very different. But here in the North, the two top teams in the bracket, is going to be a fun game.
Well, it played out pretty much as they were bracketed, like you said, the top teams. And give them credit, they both played well.
Right.
They've earned their way here. There's no magic to it. I mean, both teams pretty much have played the way they wanted to offensively and defensively. They've had big performances from their seniors mainly.
Right.
And so both teams are looking to those seniors to pretty much lead the way. Danvers on an amazing streak. I mean, even though they lost a lot of kids from graduation the last year, they won the last two state Division III championships. Now they've moved up to Division II, similar to what New Mission did a few years ago. They used to be 4. They moved all the way up to 2 a couple of years ago. So a little different atmosphere, but like you said, this should be an interesting game. A lot of the stats coming into the game are very, very close for both these teams.
You mentioned Danvers, and one of their best players is their big bruising forward, Devin Harris. Monster game in the last round. He's a heck of a player for this
no doubt.
team.
35 points, 20 rebounds, an amazing game. As a matter of fact, when they were behind in that game late, he just took over. I mean, the foul trouble for their opponent had their big center foul out of the game, so Harris just went off from there, getting out. He had 12 of his 20 rebounds were offensive rebounds, and that's how he was able to garner that 35 points.
Meanwhile, on the opposite side for New Mission, their power forward, a big fella in his own right, Bam Rivers. Great game last time against Lynn Classical. He reaches 1,000 points.
Not only that, I mean, milestone, as we talked about, 4 of the New Mission players on both the girls and boys side reaching 1,000. But Bam, I'm looking at the warm-ups. It may be a matchup between Rivers and Harris because they both look
spotlight players.
They both look like similar size, bulky type players. So I'm not sure if they'll play out that way. But you're right. Rivers, with his 1,000th point, he had an amazing career at New Mission, and he's one of their leaders. A little undersized for a center, so he plays a lot of both center and power forward.
You see Rivers in the city playoffs right there. He can also knock down the three. He hit a three-pointer to get his 24th point in the last game that gave him exactly 1,000 points. So even though he's a big fella, one of the biggest players on New Mission, he can step back and shoot the
Well, he's very versatile, and we've seen the few times we've had him this year, excellent hands. That's probably the best part of his game. He knows how to use that big body, but when the ball's around him, he knows how to snatch rebounds. Like you said, he can step out, shoot threes, and he's very good around the basket, getting the ball in the hoop.
Definitely a player that we're going to look out for in this game. And now for more on this game, we're going to go to our sideline reporter, Seth Orensky. Seth, what do you have?
Guys, Danvers may be the 2-time defending Division III state champions, but head coach John Walsh says this is an entirely new team. He graduated 9 seniors, and the lone key returner from last year's state championship team, Vinny Clifford, a captain on this year's squad, tore his ACL during preseason workouts. So it's a different team. It hasn't really changed the mindset at all because none of these players know what the mindset is coming into the state championship. A clean slate, and thus far, a very productive slate for Danvers as they're back here at the Tsongas Arena. Guys?
Thank you very much, Seth, and certainly a whole new crew of guys, but they've gotten right back here to the sectional finals.
It just shows your systems work. I mean, successful systems, and if you plug kids in, make them believe in what you're trying to run on offense and defense, it can work. It doesn't matter if you graduate most of your kids, and Danvers is a perfect example of that, especially since they've moved up from Division III to Division II.
That's right.
People talk about, okay, what's the difference? Well, for the most part, during the course of the regular season, you're going to be playing against bigger teams because you're playing against bigger schools. Same thing New Mission went through a few years ago when they moved up from Division 4 to Division 2.
So it should be an interesting look at both these teams who have moved up in divisions over the last couple of years to very successful programs here in Massachusetts. New Mission taking on Danvers here in the North Division 2 sectional finals. We'll be right back for the opening tap right after these words.
I think to win any level, you got to have a couple blackboard guys. Guys who are up on the other team's blackboard. Before the game, we got to worry about that guy. We worry about this guy. I think those two guys could become blackboard guys. Guys that when people play us, when teams go against us, they've got to, okay, what are we doing about Braithwaite? What are we doing about Campbell? I think they both could be blackboard guys if they keep getting better.
There you have it. The former Madison Park Cardinals out together at AIC. It's so funny, they're seniors now.
That's right.
At
the
AIC.
time just flew by, right?
Time flies by, but certainly a fun story for both those guys to then meet up in college, and that doesn't happen very often. I mean, two high school players that then go on to college, but if you have a point guard and a big man,
who know each other,
you could spoon feed them to a college. You got to think a college coach would be all over that.
Oh well, you're right. It's amazing how often that does not happen. But
sure.
In that case, for those two Madison Park kids, it did work out well.
We're going to take a look at the halftime stats here from the Tsongas Center before we start the third.
There's Danvers. Harris, it took him a while to get going, but he has 11. Murray, the big kid, 6'8", inside with 6 rebounds. You have 8 and 5 for Murray. Beck had 3 assists and 2 for McCarthy.
Now let's take a look at New Mission.
New Mission, Murray, as we talked about, 9 points. Sanford added 8 rebounds. Freddie Rivers has 5. Sanford with 4, and then a couple of assists for both Murray and Freddie Rivers.
And we are ready to start the third quarter here at the Tsongas Center at UMASS-Lowell.
You know, thinking back to what Coach McCarthy said to Seth about, we just got to make some shots. I mean, this is a team in New Mission that scored over 60 points in 9 of their last 10 games. And here they are with 23 at halftime.
Harris, put back no good. Second rebound, no good.
Blocked by Fred.
And a little miscommunication there between Glenn and Harris. So a turnover here to start off the third quarter for New Mission.
Yeah, Glenn thought Harris was going to step out to shoot a 3 because he had plenty of space.
Harris off the spin move and up and under. I don't know how he hit that one.
Well, he has some nice moves under the hoop and knows how to use that drop step, little pivot.
Offensive foul on Asante Sandiford. That's his third.
That's a key foul, too. That is a key foul early in this third quarter.
McCarthy, alley-oop to Murray. Good job there by New Mission, not allowing that to happen. Harris straight to the goal off the up fake, scores off the window.
Good patience by Harris. Knew the defender was aggressively going after a block shot to give him the up fake and get the banker.
Brings it back to a 2-point ball game. Minute and a half gone by here in the third. Another steal by New Mission. Murray down the other end. We're tied up at 27.
This 1-2-2 full court pressure, it's a little different from man pressure.
Strong drive from McCarthy, and Danvers is back up too.
Yeah, that time New Mission didn't get to protect the baseline.
Kieran Beck with that last basket. Inside to Freddie Rivers, swatted away by Murray.
Again, what's that? It's going to be like 4 blocks for him. But you still have to keep going inside. You got to force the action. Nice steal again by that time by Murray. Give it back to him.
Back to Saquon. He gets fouled by McCarthy, so Murray will head to the free throw line for the New Mission Titans.
Nice play on both ends by Murray. Pass got to him just a little late, but He'll get 2 free throws.
Shaquan Murray now with 4 steals in this one.
He's sort of illustrating the point you made earlier, Pat, that these kids from New Mission, they do so many different things to win a game. I mean, we've seen Murray be the high scorer. We've seen him rebound the ball well. We've seen him run the offense when he's had to. And right now he has 4 steals in this game. Okay, now that they're disputing who the foul's on. See, Corey McCarthy, yeah. See, that's exactly what Corey McCarthy's saying. That it was on number 3.
Second foul there on Mark McCarthy. Murray hits the first. For 2 from the line is Shaquan Murray. We're back now tied up, this time at 29. New Mission now 5 for 8 from the free throw
steal by
line.
Rivers.
And Danvers takes it right back. Harris, shot blocked by Bam Rivers.
Well, Rivers came alive. He's come alive here in the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Harris over to Murray. Cordell for 3. Off the back iron. McCarthy with the rebound for the Falcons.
Well, as Corey McCarthy said at halftime, he's happy with the defense. They made their adjustments correctly, but offensively, it's a travel. Yeah. See, you have Fred Rivers now bodying up on Devin Harris. They're both big, bulky guys.
Right around the same size.
Exactly right. So what's happening is that Harris is having to make an extra move, and he's been called for traveling a couple of times. See, Sanford has to be careful with those 3 fouls. So he can't be as aggressive as he was in the first half trying to go to the baseline.
Murray rattles home a 3. Shaquan's really taking over the scoring here for New Mission.
Oh, again, he's very capable of that.
Murray now with 16 as Beck inside. Can't score with the right hand.
Look at Murray, look at Murray.
Randy Glenn. 3 from Sandiford, no good. Beck with the rebound. Jared Brown now in for New Mission as he tried to rip away that rebound from Beck. Inside to Murray.
The body by Rivers is really giving Murray a tough time. See, Murray's 6'8", but he's pretty thin. So he doesn't have the body strength to move Rivers defensively.
A lot of times the ref will allow that post defender to give a first bump.
Right, and that's all you need, yeah, and you can't go anywhere.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. New Mission on top by 3, 32-29.
Another steal, good job.
And stolen back away by Beck. McCarthy straight to the bucket, couldn't finish over the top. And that goes out of bounds, back to New Mission.
Good hustle by Harris, though. He was under the hoop, tapped it out to the side and tried to chase it down, but his own teammate actually bumped him out. Yeah, for New Mission, they've had a couple of fast break opportunities that they just didn't finish off, held the ball too long. Nice
Good
inside.
Pass
nice play.
Inside to Sandiford from Bam Rivers.
You could see it coming, you know, the pass to the foul line, then the bounce pass. Just like you said, Pat, the bounce pass, and Sandiford could finish.
Sandiford with his first basket since the 1st quarter. 3 from Allen, no good. Randy Glenn, wide open lane, couldn't finish over the top. Harris with the rebound for the Falcons.
And I think Corey McCarthy wanted Glenn to give that pass up. Oh, nice block.
Slotted away by Bam Rivers. And we're going to get a timeout here with 2:46.
Look at that clean block by Rivers. Went up from behind. Good job. So 3 blocks by Rivers.
Mission on top, 34-29. And you see Shaquan Murray sort of taking over when Sandiford's out there. It's a lot different for New Mission. I mean, that's what's really changed here in the third.
Oh, yeah, that third foul coming so early against Sandiford, I think it really hampered him from being as aggressive as he was in that first quarter. But, again, you have other guys who are going to step up. You have Rivers playing really well defensively. You have Sandiford. Murray, like you said, he has 16 points now, leading scorer for them. And he can keep this up. I mean, he's zipping up and down the floor. I'm telling you, he's the one who's been out front in these fast break opportunities that New Mission's had. They just got to sort of move the ball up probably a split second quicker to give him that opening.
Here you see Coach Walsh and the Danvers Falcons. As we mentioned earlier, Danvers moving up this year to Division II after winning 2 state championships in Division III. And they've made it this far in the sectional finals in their first season in Division II. And one of these teams will be headed to the Garden after this one. The Mission currently on an 11-4 run. We'll see if Danvers can answer. Murray, no good on the short jumper. Rebound down to Fred Rivers. Here comes Murray again out on the break. Finishes with the
That's
lay-in.
what I'm talking about. His speed is incredible. So from the foul line to the midcourt, it's like he's running a sprint by himself.
They feed Murray again inside. Again, he can't finish.
Quickness, there he is again.
Up to Murray. That time he couldn't connect.
Yes, he went in the air a little too soon because he wanted to avoid the defender. But good hustle, got the ball back. The Sanford has to go down.
Inside to Sandiford. He was looking for Rivers. It's stolen away by Beck. Too much traffic.
Yeah, right, exactly. I was going to say, Danvers is really clogging that baseline.
Harris.
A little off balance that time. First time he's taken probably a forced shot.
Minute 30 left to go here in the third quarter. New Mission now with a 7-point lead, 36-29 on top of Danvers.
Yeah, New Mission's really settled in well this third quarter.
Brown trying to dish it to Sandiford. Asante with the shot, hits the jumper.
Yeah, well, the crowd helped him that time. The New Mission faithful were counting down the shot clock, which allowed Sandiford to get that shot off.
New Mission with its biggest lead of the ball game, 38-29, under a minute to go here in the third. Harris over to Murray. Shot blocked by Bam Rivers.
And
back to Murray. It's like a broken record here for New Mission. They're on top by 11.
I'll tell you, Pat, of all the times we've seen New Mission, I never noticed this outstanding speed from Murray. I just never noticed it. And it's like he's in a flow where as soon as he sees either a rebound or a loose ball from one of his teammates, he just takes off. He's out in front of the crowd. Beautiful pass by Rivers, too. You can't do any better than that. All Murray has to do is just walk in to get the layup.
It's like a layup line right there for the New Mission Titans. Now on top, 40-29, 40.6 left in the third. And at halftime, we saw New Mission. They went by our announcer table. You can tell they were very frustrated. They come out here in the third quarter and hang up that number there. And now Danvers has got to figure out a way to answer. And maybe Danvers thinking maybe they can get a bucket or two.
Pat, for this quarter, it's 17-4. For the quarter, and we're down to 40 seconds to go. I mean, the defense, and Corey said that at halftime. He told Seth he's fine with the defense. Right. He thinks that's okay. Obviously, the other team's going to score, but defensively, we're doing the right things. They're sliding, talking out there, but Bam Rivers is really taking over with his blocks and his rebounds and his assists. So that kind of effort. Then you have Murray, who's just running away from all of the Danvers defenders.
Rivers with 4 blocks, 5 assists, and 8 rebounds for New Mission. So Bam Rivers really filling up the stat sheet.
He's going to get a short break. He'll get a short break here as Nazarim comes in. I don't think Rivers will be out that long. They'll probably just take this last 40 seconds and then the break between quarters.
Mary again. This time he gets the basket and the foul.
And that's, you know, Rivers goes out of the game, so you go right to his replacement. Nazarim that time didn't establish himself as solidly as Rivers had been doing. So Mary was able to stay with the shot.
Mary completes the 3-point play, so back to a 7-point ball game. 27 seconds left in the quarter. And we got a foul up top on the Danvers Falcons. That's their second team foul.
That's on McCarthy.
I believe that's 3 on him.
That's key for Danvers because they need him to run the floor for them. Actually, Rivers is coming back now for this last offensive possession.
Alley-oop to Sandiford, Asante, reverse lay-in.
Nazarim did a good job with the baseline pick, allowing Sandiford to sneak behind.
3 seconds left to go here in the quarter. And the ball heads out of bounds at the buzzer. So after 3, here from the Tsongas Center, it's New Mission with a 10-point lead over Danvers, 42-32. We're going to head to break. When we come back, the 4th quarter of the North Division II sectional finals right after these words. We're back here at the Tsongas Center at UMASS-Lowell. The New Mission Titans take down the Danvers Falcons 61-50 in the boys North Division II sectional finals. And this is something that Corey McCarthy certainly has seen before. 2010, they won the state championship in Division IV. Then they moved up to Division II, won the state championship in 2011. He hasn't been back since, but now they're heading to the state semifinals at the TD Garden. Got to be a great feeling for the New Mission Titans.
No doubt about that. I mean, they've earned their way. And I tell you, it's been a strange postseason. We talked about a lot of Boston teams made it, but get bounced early. I mean,
definitely on the boys' side, especially.
On the boys' side, half the teams get bounced out in the first round, and then New Mission's the only boys' team still standing, and here they are going down to the TD Garden.
That's right. Bam Rivers, our MVP tonight. He certainly filled up the stat sheet. He is with Seth Orensky along with Corey McCarthy. So, Seth, take it away.
We're joined by our MVP, Bam Rivers, head coach Corey McCarthy, and a whole lot of Titans. Bam, 7 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 blocks, 5 steals. You did everything on the court today, and it seems like everybody on this team was giving it up for their teammates. Such great balance today. What does that say about you as a team where no one's really focused on getting it for themselves?
I really just try to do whatever it takes for my team to get the win. Whatever I have to do, I'll do it, as long as we can get the win in the end.
You were one of the freshmen on that team in 2011 that won a state championship. What does it mean to get another chance to go to the Garden 2 steps away from another potential state championship?
It means really a lot. It means a lot exactly to like go on and keep being here with my guys that I started with. So it means like a lot for me to go out and actually get the win with my team.
They had 2 big men who came in highly touted. Devin Thomas had 35 in that last game. Peter Murray, the biggest guy in the court today for any team. How good does it feel to shut them down and show that this New Mission team, you guys aren't too small and that you're ready to go all the way?
It feels real good. A lot of people doubt us, so we try to go out and play as hard as we can.
Coach, we'll bring you in. It's been the 3rd quarter in your 1st, 2nd, and now 4th playoff games that's been the difference. You were able to get that big run, a lot of steals, a lot of blocks. What is it about the 3rd quarter that you've been so successful in the state tournament?
First of all, you know, we're solid top to bottom as human beings, as coaches, as student athletes. So the ability to refocus the team and get them to buy into our game plan. You get a game plan that lasts for 32 minutes, you usually get these results, and that's what happens. These are good kids who understand the game and who learn every day.
You've had 3 tough battles in your first 4 games. How does that prepare you for your next 2 games heading to the Garden on Tuesday?
Every game's a new season. So we got a 1-game season on Tuesday, and hopefully we can get it done and bring something back to the city, for the city.
Well, congratulations, Coach, and congratulations to the Titans. Another big win.
Thank you very much, Seth. A lot of happy Titans as
Seth gonna get out of there?
I know. Seth's in between about 12 Titans, a couple of coaches, and maybe some New Mission fans in a little bit. But Bam Rivers filling up the stat sheet. We mentioned him defensively, and we know New Mission can score. They have Shaquan Murray who can knock it down. Asante Sandifer, we mentioned him going to Franklin Pierce. Bam Rivers can score as well, but that defense really kept them in there in the first half, and then they really shut down Danvers in that second half.
Well, 2 things. You're right. Shutting them down in the third quarter. Like I said, Danvers only had like 4 points going to the last minute of that third quarter. And then offensively, for New Mission, I think I mentioned at halftime, they only had 23 points. They used to scoring. They scored over 60 in 10 out of their last 11 games.
That's right.
And then they turn it around and get 61 to finish it off, right? But it just shows you how versatile they are. I mean, they can win a number of different ways. They just had that one period in the second quarter where they just, for whatever reason, they struggled against that 2-3 zone that Danvers came out with, and it took a while for them to get comfortable, run their regular offense, backdoor cuts. They had the high-low passes, and all the stuff worked, and it helped that Murray made some jump shots too.
Without question, Shaquan Murray, definitely the best perimeter shooter for New Mission. We're going to take a look at the final stats from this ball game before we sign off here from the Tsongas Center.
Danvers.
See Danvers' stats.
Yeah, Harris had finished up with 25. We talked about his big scoring in the last game. Most of those points were actually in the fourth quarter when they were desperate. Right. They went to him finally, and he produced a number of points. The big 6'8", Murray was able to get 11 points all inside. Rebounds, Harris had 13 and Murray had 9, so 22 between them. Then assists, that shows you how the struggle was with Danvers, only 3 for Beck and 3 for McCarthy, the senior point guard. A lot of their points came on second chance opportunities or one-on-one drives to the basket. And New Mission, they defended that well. For New Mission, Murray, you talked about his outside jump shooting. He also went to the basket in the third quarter. Like you said, he had a layup line. He scored 4 easy hoops just on fast breaks. Sandifer chipped in with 18, so getting 42 points between those 2 guys, huge for New Mission. Rivers, the outstanding player with 11 rebounds. Sandifer chipped in with 10. Rivers with 6 assists from the front court. And then, of course, Glenn, who started because of some illness issues with a couple other players, chipped in with 4 assists and a couple of important free throws near the end of the game.
Without question. So a lot of contributions from a lot of different players here from New Mission as they move on to the TD Garden at the state semifinals on Tuesday. That game, I believe, is at 7:45, and we will bring that to you live here on Game of the Week. If you want to watch this game, again, online, you can go to our website, www.cityofboston.gov/Game of the Week. We have this game, last night's New Mission girls game, and games from the state tournament that we've covered this season, regular season games, football games. It's all there. You can also go to our Facebook page, Game of the Week on Facebook. We have links to the games. We have pictures that we're uploading there now, some updates on what games we're going to be covering, so make sure you check us out on Facebook as well. Folks, we'll see you next time from the TD Garden here on Game of the Week.